Yes guys, good morning, how's it going? It's Kenny Finds and Flips here. Hope you're all keeping well. Happy New Year. I think this is going to be the first video of the year. It's the 4th of January and I'm going out sourcing today. I've got a bit of a cold, so I probably shouldn't be doing it. My voice is shredded, which is why it sounds a bit weird, so hopefully it does improve once I get a coffee and some water and stuff. But going to a new area, sort of south of Glasgow, not too far south of Glasgow. It's just like the next sort of city. No, it's definitely not a city, it's the next village. So don't know if it's going to be any good. There's a cancer research superstore, and then there's a couple of charity shops and stuff there that I want to check out, because you don't know unless you try. I also want to discuss my sort of goals for 2025. I've recently joined Tech and Sports accountability group, the Reseller Greatness or whatever it's called, and it's humbled me. I'm not going to lie, I thought I was doing all right for being part-time and making a decent sort of side income, but no, there's people that are part-time that are doing triple the numbers of me, so it really has humbled me. So I need to improve. The only way I'm going to improve is by grafting. So I think I finished the year January to December, I've done about 9 grand on Vinted, if I remember correctly. I'll put the numbers up. And then I done about 25, I should have really wrote this down, 25 grand or so on eBay, which is like 30 odd in total. It's not enough. It's not enough. I want to put myself out there. I want to get better at sourcing, because I think just now I'm just picking up bread and butter items. And like, yes, I'm getting some bangers, but I don't really know what I'm looking for. Well, no, I do know what I'm looking for, but there's like the little hints and tricks that I'll hopefully pick up in this group for me to identify what are bangers, if that makes sense. Anyway, I'm mumbling. I need to go to the unit first. I need to collect, package up a couple of parcels and drop them off. It's 8:30 just now. Charity shop opens about 9. Take me about 10 minutes to get to the unit, 10 minutes to do the orders probably, because there's just a couple, and then 10 minutes to get to that charity shop, I think. We'll see, it should be there for opening. Anyway, you're coming along with me, so I'll see you in a second. Just to the unit now, thought I'd give you a quick sort of tour. It's nothing too exciting, it's just a storage container. I know I've done a video on it before. I do have lighting now, which is great, so I've got 2 lights, and it does the job perfectly, lights up the whole storage unit. So, I ideally want racking all the way around, but this isn't too much of an issue for just now. This is unlisted stock that I need to address at some point. But it's just rows and rows of storage tubs. Nothing too exciting. And then there's a couple bigger ones there. But for an operation of my size, and then there's some shoes and stuff. Dr. Martens, I bought all these Dr. Martens off of Shoe or Foot Asylum, it was one of the two. And they were literally like £9 each. And I thought they would do a lot better than they are. They're just kiddies ones. But I've only sold 1 pair. And I've also got this other pair of Dr. Martens as well. But yeah, for an operation my size, this is fine, I think. And it's fairly cheap as well. It's less than £200 a month. And that's a mess. But yeah, thought I'd give you a quick tour. So just 2 sales from last night. Got this Nike beanie. Again, this was online arbitrage. So they were like £4 a piece or something, and this is sold for 15. And then this LL Bean jacket came in wholesale, £33 all in for that one. So, bit of a slow night last night. So, the unit doesn't have electricity. So ignore my awful handwriting. But this is how I print off all the labels at home. I say what the item is, I say what SKU number it's in, and I just pick it here and pack it, and then send it off. All of my books, I do a little bit of books still. They're still at home because I don't know if I trust having a bookshelf here, just because of the moisture and stuff like that. A lot of the clothing's sort of in bags like this, and then in the tub as well. So I think I'm protected from mold and stuff like that. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. And then I've got these little moisture catcher things as well. I've never experienced any mold so far, so hopefully it stays the same. Right, so I've arrived in the first little village. Later than expected, 9:10, but I stopped by Hopefully I don't get copyrighted for that. Stopped by a post office that also done Every, so that was nice and easy. But aye, let's check it out. Let's see if this is going to get added to the route, because it's not actually too far away from my sort of where I stay in my normal route. And if it's decent, it gets added to the route. If it's not, it doesn't. Well, we might not make it anywhere because these roads are like an ice rink. Oh my goodness. Right, if there's a video, I haven't died. If there's not a video, I've died. Right, so I am actually one shop down. I've done alright, to be fair. Changed up the route slightly from initially, but there's this big Salvation Army donation centre. Now, I never normally have too much luck with these donation centres because it's mostly like, you know, it's homeware and stuff like that. And then the clothing's never too great. But let's see. It does say there, £1 sale, clearance event, so fingers crossed. Right, so that second little town was a bit of a failure. Most of the charity shops were closed, so yeah, I didn't pick up anything in that town. But came back into the sort of central Glasgow, went to my two favourite charity shops, picked up a few bits. So I'm going to get home now, take some paracetamol for my cold, and then I'll show you all what I've got. I also just wanted to sort of touch on what I spoke about earlier in regards to my goals for this coming year. So I've set myself a goal on eBay of £90 per day before fees, and that comes out at 33 grand for the year. Maybe I'm not setting my sights high enough, I don't know, but that's like a 5 grand increase on what I done last year. So I think it's a sensible goal. Let me know what you think. I also want to really improve my ASP, because it's sitting at about £20 or something like that. That needs to be higher, because less work, more money. Makes sense. And my sourcing, I think, needs to maybe become a bit better as well. I don't think I'm necessarily bad at sourcing. I think there's so much money that I'm leaving behind just because I'm not aware of what to pick up, especially women's wear. I want to branch more into women's wear. I've been doing a little bit more women's wear, mainly just looking at the jackets and mainly looking at the jeans. But then there's like dresses and stuff like that. There's so much money sitting there, and then 60% of the clothing, probably more than 60% of the clothing in a charity shop is women's. So I'm looking at the men's, and I built this business which is decent enough through mainly men's, but if I branch into women's as well, there's so much potential. But yeah, as I say, I've joined this mentorship, accountability, whatever you want to call it, group, Tech and Sports. So fingers crossed, I can learn a lot from there. I mean, I've only been on 2 calls and I've learned a decent amount. So yeah, and then just having people around me to speak to and like discuss and learn from as well, it'll help. So big year this year, getting married in May. I don't know if I've ever said this on this channel, but I am. So my goal, I've thought about going full time, but with that coming up, it doesn't make any sense. However, once that's out of the way, you know, save up a few months' wage and just go for it. Why not? Why not? I'm still young. Might as well do it now. You know, I think I would regret more not doing it than if I was to do it and it failed. So we'll see. In the career I'm in just now, I can go back to. You know what I mean? It's not one of those, if I'm out of the career for 3, maybe even 3 months, if it goes that badly. If I'm out for a couple of years, I can go back into it. It's not too much of an issue. So we'll see. But yeah, as I say, exciting times. Let me know what your guys' goals for 2025 is. Let me know how you're getting on, your eBay business, vintage business, whatnot business, whatever it is. Let me know your goals. Let me know your plans for the year. Let me know how you're going to improve. But yeah, I'll see you in a second for the haul, the main part. Right, so I'm back. I feel terrible. I'm not going to lie. I shouldn't have went out today. It is what it is. Money to be made. But now I'm all stuffy and minging and just like, it's not nice. Anyway, cost of goods today was fairly low. I think the most I spent on one item was a tenner, and that was like a North Face jacket. And then after that, it was like £2, £3 items and stuff like that, which is decent. £5 here, £5 there. Right, good. The towns I went to, cheaper than my usual places, but not amazing stock. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. If I'm looking for cheap stuff, maybe they're the places to go. If I'm wanting better stuff, stick to the normal run. Well, in no particular order. First up, these Paul Smith shorts, chino shorts. Now I didn't notice until right now, but they're fairly faded towards the bottom of the leg. That's fine. These were £3, so maybe like £20 on them. Paul Smith again. They're not chinos, they're more nylon-y shorts. £3 again. This is different. I never normally pick up stuff like this, I'm not going to lie. A big folder of Shakespeare videos, DVDs rather, from the BBC. Never pick anything like this up at all. However, it was a £5, and I was like, this looks cool, let's scan it. £35 to £40 they've been selling for. So yeah, there's also money in box sets. Who would have thought it? 2 books. Sat Baines, Eat Till Your Heart's Content. That was going, I think it was about £12 or something like that. That was, so these books were 2 for £1, so 50p. And then this was more for myself. I didn't actually check the value. The Art of LFC. For those of you that have watched the channel for a while, you'll know I am a Liverpool fan. So I pick up Liverpool books if I don't have them. And then they just sit and I don't actually read them. But yeah. Sorry guys, yeah, I'm back. I forgot my microphone. I spent this money on the microphone and I didn't even mic myself up. I don't know, this might be worse with my cold. It might sound horrible and you might hear me sniffing a bit more, but that's what it is. Yeah, so the LFC book, that was the last one. Next up is this Jules jacket. This was a £5. I think I've maybe spent up a little bit too much on this, to be fair. Probably only about £25 back. But it's a size 14, so it's a decent enough size. These were reduced to £1. These are like golf trousers. However, I don't actually know what the brand is, because it says Paulmark trousers on them, manufactured by Muirkirk. And then it says some other stuff as well. However, I think these may be vintage. Sympatex, waterproof, lightweight, breathable, made in Scotland. So I don't know, I need to do more research on this, but I thought, you know what, for £1, let's give it a gamble. It might be something, it might be nothing. I don't even think they have a size on them, to be fair. But we'll see. Oh my god, my nose is dripping. I'll be back in a second. Do apologise guys, I'm back. Yeah, hopefully the camera didn't pick up that bead of snot falling off my nose. But if it did, oh well, at least you know I'm committed to the cause. Next up is this Helly Hansen sort of quarter zip in like a pink colour. This was also reduced to £1. But it doesn't have the... It's strange because she said anything with an X is down to £1. And I bought 4 things and it was £4, but this didn't have an X. Anyway, the reason I picked this up, it's a sort of Helly Hansen label I've never seen before. The Total Sea Gear concept. So I'll need to do a little bit more research on that. Might be something, it might not, but I thought for £1, well £2 I thought it was initially. I thought that would potentially be worth a gamble as well. And then these Levi's 721 high-rise skinny. Again, I thought these were £2, but they charged me £1. So happy days. And then what was the last pound one? Is that it? 2. Is this it? No. Anyway, into the other shop. Adidas quarter zip, £2. Oh, I've just noticed it's got a mark. Oh, well, I think that's just a wet patch actually. Yeah, it is just a wet patch. Where did that wet patch come from? I don't know. But it is wet. £2 anyway, that was.
This was £3. Again, it was a sort of a gamble, just purely because it's a suede jacket. I've never really heard of the brand. Pig suede. Villa cloves, extra small. I thought, you know what? A suede jacket for £3, let's give it a go. This was £1.50, just a Celtic New Balance polo shirt. Paul Smith again. This was the very first thing I picked up actually. Just a full zip sort of jumper. Nice khaki green colour. This was £6. Okay, so this is one of the more expensive items of today. Nike full zip track jacket, £5.50. But you stick that on Vinted, £12 or something like that, and it sells. It'll sell this weekend probably. Levi jeans. I've never seen red Levi jeans, so it intrigued me. Levi 501s, these are £6, 34 waist, 30 leg. Never seen these before. I've sold a lot of Levi's and I've never seen a red pair. I've seen a pink pair, but I've never seen a red pair. So, whether they'll sell or not, I do not know. Seems a bit shorter than a 30 leg. I need to measure that. And a pair of Nike Dry Fit golf trousers for £2. 36 waist, 32 leg. They'll do alright. They're a little bit faded. £20 or something like that. But that's still 10 extra money, you know what I mean? It's decent enough. And into the last shop, I believe this is all from the last shop. Got this Ralph Lauren quarter zip. This was $5.99. Extra large, so nice big size. We've got Ralph Lauren hoodie again, $5.99, extra large. So I had a grey one of this last week. I picked up, there was in a lot worse condition than this, and I got it for £2. I put it on Vinted for £20, and it literally sold within like 2 minutes. So this is a bigger size, and it's in better condition. So £25 on Vinted. Made £20 in the space of a couple minutes. Hopefully, if it goes again, if it goes the same as it did last time. Fat face sort of quilted, padded, whatever you want to call it, jacket. Size 14, £3.99. Big North Face high vent jacket. I'm snotting again. This needs a wash because I saw there was some white marking. This was the most expensive thing, as I say, it was a tenner. But $9.99 actually. But it's a good size. It's in reasonably good condition. It's in very good condition, to be fair. High vent. Is that a 3-in-1? To be fair, I might keep this for myself. It is a 3-in-1. Okay. It smells like an ashtray, so it does need a wash. But that's a good jacket for the Scottish winter. Yeah, this might be a keeper, to be fair. Because I don't have like a waterproof jacket. Like a fully waterproof jacket. Which I really should have in Scotland, but I don't. And then this was another gamble as well, but I sold the jumpers and I sold the t-shirts. Never picked up a hoodie. Hard Rock Cafe, Amsterdam. So I acid wash tie-dye colour. £2.99 this was. So, not the best haul. Not the worst. Just make sure I've got everything. So not the best, not the worst. Should have probably just stick to my normal route, to be fair. Because the best stuff, the Ralph Lauren hoodies and stuff, came from my normal route. But, as I say, you don't know unless you try. Well, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, if you did enjoy the video, please consider subscribing, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up. As I say, let me know your goals for 2025. I hope you're all smashing it. But, yes, thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Bye-bye.